Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. It's presented by the Navy Federal Credit Union. Time to shine the light this week on Navy men's and women's swimming. We go to the women's side to talk to Martina Thomas. And Martina, for you and your teammates, and talking to all of our athletes here over the last 2 years, with the time that you all missed as athletes, certainly completely out of your control, and maybe there still is, but how did you fight that resentment? Because this is something you all in many cases have trained for your entire lives, to compete at this level and to have some of that time taken away from you the way it was. How did you guard against that so that when you all did get back to competition, the mind and the body were where they needed to be to compete?
I think throughout COVID, our off and on practices, we just took every chance we could to, like when we were in the pool, to make sure that that's where our head was. Being together during those times made it really difficult that we weren't competing, but we were still together and competing as a team, and getting up and racing during practice and getting every chance we could to kind of work through it together. And then now coming off of that, I think looking at this season, everyone is a little more refreshed and a little more focused than they were, because they know that any chance, like, we could be out of the pool for a couple weeks. And I think having that outlook has really helped us this season to kind of look at the season in a new lens, knowing that this could be like our last practice for a couple weeks. And so I think having that outlook was really good and beneficial, looking at the season through that perspective.
Explain to folks who can't really understand because they don't compete for Navy swimming, but just kind of explain what the brotherhood and sisterhood of Navy swimming is all about, and how those in the past inspire those in the present, and now you in the present will one day be asked to inspire those of the future of Navy swimming.
So I think just the time in the pool and the time working out together, early mornings, late nights, in the trainer's room, all that stuff just creates an unusual bond that maybe other athletes don't have, just because of the time commitment that we have and the hardships of our sport. And for example, when alumni come back, they always come and say hi, check up on us, and tell stories from like when they were at the academy. And also that sisterhood carries on through the fleet too, because when our girls go on summer training, so Norfolk or San Diego or wherever, they always are reaching out to alumni, and alumni are taking them out to dinner and connecting with them in that way. So even firsties graduating, we're reaching out to alumni already to have that connection in the fleet. And I just think the time commitment of the sport and how much time you guys we're spending together makes that really easy to reach out to people in the future, and for us to reach back to our team because we have that connection.
Yeah, when you look around the room right now, each day when you get in the pool, is there a sense of responsibility to be your best every day just because of the quality in your room? I don't think people understand a lot of times, especially as deep as a swimming roster is, there's only so many people that get a lane, but there are people that are responsible every day for pushing each other, and your teammates all seem to do a great job of that. Is that one of the great things about swimming for this team, where there's just so much accountability all around you?
Yes, and I think we also have a really great culture where we are competitive, but we are also very supportive of one another. And if I don't go a best time, but someone else goes a best time, like, we're all very happy for that person. And I think that aspect of our team makes it an enjoyable sport, an enjoyable place to be. So yeah, you're competing next to each other, but you're also working towards a common goal together, of winning Patriots. So
I was going to say, in any team environment where there's a lot of individuality, as your sport demands, I imagine sometimes jealousy can come into play a little bit, but let's face it, the clock really is what holds everybody accountable from a swimming perspective, isn't it?
Yes. And even I think just being at the Naval Academy, we all have that common, I guess, goal to work towards, and we all know what it is to support your brother and sister standing next to you. So I think that translates very well to the pool environment, where, like you said, we are all competing against each other, but also we're on one team and we're ready to support each other more than like our own competitiveness.
Earlier this year, obviously, we had a chance to broadcast the Army meet. What is it like to swim in that type of environment? Because I'm sure there are a lot of weekends where you all have to bring your own energy. That is not one of them. But what is that environment like for you all, and to be able to swim, and how much of a support system is that to you all while you're competing?
That meet is one of my favorite meets, just because of the tradition, the historical ties it has. Like, it goes way back, and you really feel a sense of pride in that meet. Obviously, you feel a sense of pride in every meet, but that meet, it really showcases, just because it's the Army Navy meet. And having the stands full is really energetic and awesome to us, especially since we couldn't, like, in the past year and a half, because of COVID, we couldn't have packed stands. We couldn't have people in the stands watching us. And so having that place full for that meet was really special, and something that every woman on the team looks forward to every year.
Obviously, in high school, a multi-time captain of your team. Do you feel like it was always a destiny to end up in a institution that teaches great leadership, prides itself on developing leaders, or was there maybe somewhere else for Martina Thomas at some point? Or, how did you end up at the Naval Academy?
I'm not sure if destiny is the right word, but I would definitely say I had my family support when applying here, and that really pushed me to open my eyes about the opportunity here. And I just remember in high school meeting Rob, Coach Lias, at one of my meets, and he told me everything about this place, and I was like, okay, let's see how it is. And then coming here, I don't regret a thing, and I'm very glad that this is where I've ended up.
I was going to say, and now that you've experienced it, everything you were hoping it would be, and do you feel like you're getting everything out of it that you wanted to get?
Yes, for sure. I think even just being at a place like this, you can't focus on, like, plebe year was such a hard year. You focus on this place has given me so many friends, so many amazing relationships and opportunities. And the swim team has given me my closest friends that will be by my side for the rest of my life. And so I truly appreciate being here and value every moment I've had.
No question, whenever you all hit the pool, there's a target on your back because of the success you all have had. How do you maintain the focus this week, obviously, and try to achieve your goals individually and as a team now in the Patriot League Championships?
I think just having the goals in the back of your mind and having the mindset like, okay, it's race time, let's go get it, at every session this meet, focusing on yourself and your teammates, not necessarily what everyone else is talking about. And so having that focus is really important going into these meets. And for every session, it's a long meet, 4 days, like every session you got to be on your game time. And that helps, like, having the team all have that common focus makes it easy.
Martina, appreciate the time. Certainly plenty of decorations and list of accomplishments. Hopefully you get to add some more this weekend, not only for yourself, but for your teammates as well. Appreciate the time today, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.